over here. Test the claim that the samples come from populations with the same mean. Assume that the populations are normally distributed with the same variance, so we don't have to check the requirements. A consumer magazine wants to compare the lifetimes of ballpoint pens in three different types. The magazine takes a random sample of pens of each type in the following table. Okay, so we have 3 tables. We are going to do an Anova test. And we are back to putting values into a list. So our first brand is in list 1, second brand in list 2, and third brand into list 3. We're going to enter those and do an Anova test. So let's edit our data, clear out our lists. And so we have 260 in the first, 218, 184, 219. That's our first brand. Second brand is 181, 240, 162, and 218. And then the last one is 238, 257, 241, and 213 over here. And we're now going to go to Stat, Test, go to Anova. So enter your data into a list, list 1, list 2, list 3. Then do a Anova test. You have to enter in how many lists we have. So we're going to do L1, comma, L2, comma, L3. And then close the parentheses. So now Anova is going to use those 3 different groups. And it's going to give us our test statistic. Null hypothesis, let's write it down. mu1 is equal to mu2, which is equal to mu3. Alternate is at least 1. Mean is different. You can see our test statistic over here is 1.62. Our p-value is 0.2507. Okay, so this p-value is greater than 0.05. This has a pretty low test statistic, so it looks like the means are pretty similar. There's not a lot of variation, or the variation between and within the samples doesn't seem to vary a whole lot. And it gives us those 2 numbers too, the SS and the MS. So over here, our conclusion is what? Fail to reject. Fail to reject the null. So our claim was that these, let's see what the claim was. That these 3 samples come from a population with the same mean. So we had our claim in the null. We failed to reject it, so there is sufficient evidence to warrant rejection of the claim that they come from a population with the same means. So we do believe that these 3 mean values are the same, or at least very similar.